Good afternoon, everyone. Good night. Good night. Hope you guys are all having yourself an amazing Thursday night. I have a special guest with me, Miss Jill Elliott. I'm excited for tonight's training. And it's so funny because we kind of just talked about in our coaching call about a little bit about the growth that you've been going through, Jill. About going through Trello and now you're working with clients and I think for the new copywriter who's in their journey of just starting out, I think to me, you're the perfect inspiration for them. And the reason why I say that is because if we were to think about Jill when we first started working together 30 days ago, right? The idea of starting your copywriting business has always been the idea. But now you're at a stage where you're now connecting with prospects, you're now getting testimonials, you're now even getting people even looking to hire you. And to me, I think that's massive inspiration for the newer copywriter who's trying to get to that stage. So I want to say this, I'm so proud of you. And I think this live training that we're going to do slash interview is going to be the thing that's going to help you as copywriter to continue moving forward. And I think you're the perfect example for that.
Thank you. It's so nice.
Of course, of course, of course. But talk to me. How are you feeling today, though?
Oh, I've had a long day. I was driving all day and but I'm so excited. If I wasn't, I probably would have rescheduled, but I couldn't wait. So I'm good.
I love it. I love it. Well, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Kind of break down exactly like who Jill is, why she started her copywriting journey, and yeah, kind of break that down with everybody.
Okay. First, I have three teenagers. I raised them primarily by myself, and I have two dogs and a cat, so it's pretty busy. Um, so anyway, I spent a better part of the last 8 years raising my kids, but also looking online for an opportunity. Not constant, but in and out of different opportunities wasn't right for me, and just always checking what's on the go. So I don't know how exactly. I don't know how I found you, but I was scrolling through probably Facebook because you're a Facebook person. And, um, like it was instant. It really was because I had checked out some copywriting companies, different places, just didn't jive. It wasn't my feeling, like I didn't get a good feeling. I didn't get a good vibe. But with you, I could see the authenticity and I could see that you were genuine. Um, I liked the price. I liked the length of the program. I liked that you were going to be a lifetime support for me, which I really need.
Mm, hmm I love that. I love that. And I do really appreciate that. But I think one thing that I've seen with a lot of people, especially as they're starting out, is that support, especially when you're in the beginning stage of really trying to get things off the ground. And talk a little bit more about that because I think for you, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you feel like the support that you've been getting has helped you so far along the journey?
Yeah, so much so that I have to remind myself to be independent and to learn, like, not to be as dependent on you to run to you with the question right off top before I look into it myself. It's
Mhm.
like you're amazing because I'm aware of all these people you have, and
For sure.
every time I message is not long and you get back to me. And
Mm.
I love and Tyler as well helps with that. You're just really,
Tyler's a man.
yeah, like you're really reliable, and yeah, you always have a really good answer and an encourage me. Like it's never a
Mm.
criticize, never critical, and it's always encouraging, and you always have the right answer.
Yeah, yeah. And and everybody that's watching this right now, Jill is a paid actor. I paid Jill $1 million to say everything that she just said. I was just joking. I love it though. I love it. But I think though it's understanding though that no matter where you're at in the journey, just like I mentioned before, it's coming from a place of getting the support. And I think for you, um, it sounds like the support that, you've been getting so far along the program has helped you so far along the journey.
Oh, definitely. I don't
Right?
know if I could do without it.
Yeah. I love it. I love
Mhm.
it. Now, I guess break it down with everybody. What do you feel like, I guess before you joined the program, like what was the biggest challenge that you feel like you were facing?
Okay, so I'm from a very small place in the world where people are sort of simple people, down to earth. I really didn't trust a
Mm,
lot of things I see online. And so I was very skeptical. Yeah, I was really skeptical. That was the biggest thing. Oh, and I checked into a couple of programs that were over the top expensive.
mm,
Yeah. So that
mhm,
turned me, yeah, so nothing was right for me.
mm, mhm. Gotcha. Okay, okay. And in terms of, I guess, like even starting the business or even starting your copywriting journey as well, do you feel like there was a specific challenge, whether that's like getting clients, improving your skills as well?
At the beginning, I was a mess, like sort of excited, but not sure how to start and not
Mm,
sure, exactly what to say or what to do and where to look. And
yeah,
like, honestly, I just followed every single step that you told us to do.
yeah,
And it wasn't long because I was on vacation for the first 2 weeks.
yeah.
So after that, it was just crazy. I was just implementing the system and go, go, go. And
Oh,
it just started to work.
love it. Love it. And I mean, I'm just even thinking about it. Like it's kind of crazy to me to say like the idea of us starting this journey together 30 days ago, and now you're at a stage where you're now getting testimonies and again, even getting people even looking to hire you. Like I want you to talk about that because I think to me, the biggest thing is like one thing I even see within you, Jill, is like you're very consistent and you're just making the one thing work. Like you're not like, oh my gosh, I gotta focus on Instagram, LinkedIn. Like you're like, I'm focusing on this one process. And I think to me, that's one of the biggest character traits you could ever develop as your own entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur, because that's what you are, an entrepreneur, focusing on one thing. And I want you to talk a little bit more about that.
Well, I feel like I am definitely no expert and I've been four
Yeah.
weeks in. Like, and I love that you were all about Facebook because that's where I'm comfortable. And the market is huge. I didn't get the stats. I meant to do that, but like the amount of people that use Facebook, that's a huge market. I don't see the need right now to go to different platforms.
Yeah.
Maybe when I get bigger and I start hiring copywriters under me, I could
Yeah.
do that. But right
Which is the
now,
end goal.
Facebook
Yeah.
is enough. It's huge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm,
1000%. And of course, the end goal is to get you to a stage where you're now hiring other junior copywriters.
exactly.
Um, for sure, for sure. And I think even because you said as well the market of Facebook, to me, I think one of the biggest things that I've realized specifically about Facebook as well, and of course, there's a variety of different ways to go about getting clients or connecting with prospects. But I think and you can even kind of put your 2 cents into this as well. It's your ability to join Facebook groups where all your ideal prospects are in. It's like once you join a group, you're now in a pool of other people that you can now connect with. And I guess for you, do you feel like that's been helping you so far along the journey?
Okay, so I might be a little different than others, but I join everything because like if there's a group, well, there's many
Yeah.
people on this group. So
Yeah.
everybody is a potential client, in my
Mm,
opinion. If they're not, they know somebody who is. So I just want my name out there, my face on my profile, and I just want to
yeah.
connect with as many people as possible.
I love it. I love it. And one thing that I want to even bring up as well because I know before when we first connected, You were like, Nick, like I don't want to give too much free value away, whether that's the content, the samples. And then I know you and I had our conversation. I was like, I totally get that, but I think when you're giving free value, naturally people build trust with you even more, right? Like for example, like on our call, when you and I were kind of going over things with each other, how I kind of gave you that free value, where I was like, hey, here's exactly your strategy, here's exactly the process, and then you were like, oh my gosh, I want to even work with you even more because you give me value. And
Right.
to me, that's the philosophy of how to actually build trust with people. And I kind of want to get your 2 cents with that as well, on this concept of giving value to people. Because I think for you, like that's been something that's been helping you out so far, where you're giving so much value, whether that's your content, whether that's the samples, and people are like, holy crap, Jill, this is so good. I'm more interested to see how you can even help me even more with your copy.
Right. I love that because okay, well at the beginning, yeah, I'm a skeptic, I guess. So I'm like giving away the stuff I paid for? Like I was a little bit like, no way, I'm not giving that away. But honestly, it didn't take long. It was a matter of days. And I thought, oh, really works because we have to do that daily post, which you were giving me
Mm,
the prompt, right? At first. Um, and then I see people commenting and liking that I don't know. So I'm like, I think I'll shoot them a message. Thank you for liking my post. What do you do for a living?
mm,
Obviously, I'm a copywriter. What's your interest in copy? And that was a way to initiate conversations.
I
And
love it.
it really does help and it really works. And people are not interested as much in that as they are in the conversations.
Mm.
Mm.
Elaborate a little bit more
The
on that.
connection. Well, they want, like, it's nice to have that information, but let's face it, information is everywhere. It's nice
Oh,
to have
love that
it.
line. Love that
Yeah,
line.
information. You can get information no matter what. I mean, there's so many
Mm,
ways to get information, but it's the connections and the people and the way we talk to someone, the
yeah.
respect. I find this is a respect game, and I find that people are more interested in what I can do instead of the jargon and the stuff I wrote.
Yeah. 100%. And I love that line that you just said. Information is everywhere.
Oh
To
yeah.
me, my philosophy is that like information is cheap, but the thing that people truly care about is implementation. That's ultimately people paying for implementation. So, for example, as a copywriter, you can be posting on your free value. You could be posting all your free content. You could be sending these free samples. You could be doing some critiquing your prospects' copy. But understand, although it might be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to give all my free stuff away, all my free knowledge away. Here's the thing: people aren't paying for information because people just can just go on ChatGPT to get that piece of content that you posted out. They can go on YouTube, they can read a book on it, but people are ultimately paying for is a copywriter to implement their knowledge inside their business. And when I think about giving free value, when a prospect sees that you're giving them value, naturally they're like, holy crap, this person knows so much stuff. This person could write really good. I wonder what it's going to look like if I actually hire them to get them to work inside my business so we can all grow together.
I'm telling you, it's in the DMs. Like free
Yeah.
value starts that because like
Mm,
I said, if anyone likes my content or comments on my content, I'm right there to message them. I think being prompt is really good too.
hmm
Now you can't always be, but I think the conversation, the way you conduct your conversation, the attitude of how can I help your business, not
mm,
not the desperation of I need a job. It's like,
hmm
do you like, I don't know, like, what can I do for you? What can my skills
Love
do to
that.
help your business?
I love that.
But
I
we
love
have to
that.
come from a place of that helping mindset.
I love it. It's coming from a place of I'm here to serve you.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
the key. And we even talked about this well, like just now in the coaching call, right? Coming from a place of you being authentic and
Yes.
serving the individual. Now, of course, right? Can you go the route of trying to shove your copywriting services into the prospect's throat? Of course, but that won't really get you too far. But I
Okay.
think if you come from a place of I'm here to serve you, I'm here to help you, and just be genuine and build a regular connection, relationship with you, that takes things a lot, that takes things a longer way,
Think
a
so.
much longer way,
Think so. It has
right?
to
For
be
1000%.
open, somebody you can, I don't like, not as much joke around with, but a sort of a casual conversation, not a script.
Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
people like that. They like real people.
1000%. Real authenticity,
Yeah. There's a
right?
lot of chat GPT and scripts and salesy pitches and stuff. And it seems like they send it to a number of people, but I want every conversation to be like unique to that person, because you get a
Mm,
feel for someone. Well, first of all, you look for cues, like how long did it take for them to respond? If it took a while, they're really busy. So you
hmm,
sort of keep your thing to the point. But
mm,
if they're really
hmm.
chatty, well, you can sort of get to know them a bit better.
Yeah, 1000%. And do you feel like that's been, I wouldn't say your secret, but do you feel like that's been the thing that's helped you to connect with your prospects and getting them to one, get testimony, like, yeah, getting testimonies and even getting people wanting to even hire you? Like, do you think that's been helping you so far, building
I
those
think so.
relationships? Yeah.
Okay, so probably my second or third week. I don't know, because everything's going so fast, but I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
connect with this guy. He liked my post, so I went, "Hey, how are you?" Da da da, and we chatted back and forth. And then it was a few times, and he had copywriters, but I didn't give up.
Mm,
I still respect
mm,
and still carry on conversation. And
hmm.
so he said to me after a while, he's like, "I think you and I have quite the same values, like the same interests and the same values." And yeah, I think so. I think I really truly believe that everybody should be genuine and honest and respectful. And he said, "Yeah, I have copywriters, but I think I want to put you on my team."
Talk a little that right there. I love that.
Yeah,
I
that was
love that.
awesome.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Wow!" But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
he's
how
really
exactly?
nice. It's
Yeah.
going. Um, Now I'm dealing with his social media manager.
Yeah.
And so she's given me direction, and she's
Yeah.
got me doing some things I have never done before, like on different platforms and stuff.
For sure.
But I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say I can't do it. I'll say I will deliver. And
I love it.
that's what they want.
I love
So
it.
I figure it out, and I'll ask someone I know and get it done.
Yeah. To me, I think one thing that I really see within you, Jill, is you have this mindset of even though I don't know how I'm gonna figure this thing out,
Hmm,
I'm still gonna do the thing to figure it out.
right.
And to me, like that's one of the key principles to whatever kind of success that you're looking to build. It's not knowing how you're gonna try to figure this things out, but coming from a place of I'm still gonna do it no matter what.
Right.
I'm going to commit to it no matter what. And I think now you're at a place where the problems that you're facing right now is a lot more compared to the problems that you were facing 30 days ago. And what this is telling me is that you've grown
Yes.
a lot, right?
Yes.
Like we were talking about this even again, even on the coaching call and last week, in the interview that I had with Jamal, the problems that you face, if your problems are the same exact problems that you're having now, like you were 6 months ago, you have not grown. But for you, Jill, the problems that you're facing, understanding Trello, now working with clients, how am I going to fulfill more clients now? How am I going to be able to, get to a stage like you're having so many things happen? And to me, that means that you're growing.
Yep. I am.
And this is the key to the game.
Yeah, I think so. Um, with the Trello, that was a big eye opener for me on the call previously tonight,
Yeah.
because okay, so they asked me to do things on Trello, and of course I'm in a panic because I've never even heard the word. And I
Yeah.
download it and I'm like, what is this? But anyway, and then when you went on and you showed us how to do it a little bit, I'm like, this is not only going to help my client, I'm going to be using this. Like, this
Yeah.
is going to help me big time because I'm finding it a little bit difficult to take it all in and, um, the scheduling and stuff like, oh my goodness, I'm missing this or I'm missing that today. So that's
Yeah.
going to help me because I'm going to organize myself on Trello.
Yeah, I think with Trello, it's a great platform for organizing yourself. And I think for a lot of people, like even for myself as well, like sometimes you're busy doing so many tasks that you forget so many things. I think Trello is a great platform to make sure everything is systemized for yourself.
Yes.
All right, 100%, 100%. And even to kind of boil back to, because I know a lot of people are kind of hearing like, oh my God, Jill, like you've landed, your work with clients right now, you're getting these testimonials. And I'm very big on talking about the wins, but I think it's more even it's more of an inspiration with talking about the challenges too.
Yes.
So walk me through that. Like, what was there any challenges that you feel like you were facing along these past these 30 days, within these 30-day time frame? Any challenges that you feel like you were facing?
Well, the writing part, I got the writing part down, but your process is really,
Mm,
the headline, the hook, all that.
yeah,
It's really important to follow.
yeah.
It's not complicated. It's
Mm,
very, very simple process, very simple to learn
mm,
and very simple to implement. I find for a lot of people, including myself, is the commitment to doing it every single day and
mm,
making, like my boyfriend said to me, um, like, because I
yeah.
said, I'm sorry, I was doing this and that. And he said, Jill, this is your work day.
I love that. I have to meet
Nine
your
to
boyfriend
five.
one day. I have to meet your boyfriend one day because the amount of accountability that he gives to you, I love
Un-
that. Power couple
Unreal.
right there. I love it.
Oh, I'm trying to
I
get
love
him
it.
into copywriting.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's retired from the Navy, but I'm trying to get him into copywriting because he's
Yeah.
so good. He's good with words.
Hmm. I love that. I love it. I think it's powerful when even your partner is like, hey, focus on what you have to do. Like I see you're putting in the work, focus on that. And he's there to support you every single step of the way. To me, that's the type of thing that gets somebody moving forward. When you have the
Yeah,
support,
you
right?
have to have someone who believes in you.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. And talk a little bit more about, because I know you said as well, um, the process you feel like has is simple.
Yeah.
And I know you mentioned as well, like a lot of people, I know you're saying like a lot of people think it's overcomplicated. Is that what you were saying?
I think
Hmm.
maybe because it's so simple,
Hmm.
we have a hard time grasping that, and we're like, uh how can I make money doing something so simple? So in your
Yeah.
brain you sort of overcomplicate things and sort of, I don't know, maybe doing other things, maybe going to other platforms, emails,
Yeah.
social media, everything. When your words really speak to me, when you say focus on one thing,
Mm.
that's so important. And to me, it's Facebook. Right now, it's just a coincidence, I guess, that all I've gotten is social media posts. So I haven't gotten into
Yeah.
landing pages or emails or anything, but I love that I'm focused on the one thing. I'm open to doing others, but the
Yeah.
one focus is key.
Yeah, 100%. I think the biggest thing is right now for you, Jill, like right now we want to focus on what's already working. And then of course in the future, if we're looking to expand, 100%. But I think the priority is focusing on one thing and mastering this one thing. Mastering this one thing until we're now ready to, if we ever want to expand in the future, we definitely can, but just focusing on one thing. And I, I
Yeah.
think I think the problem that I even see just with a lot of just people in general is people aren't willing to commit to something long enough to see the fruition.
that's another thing, the commitment.
Right. Exactly. Like there's a line that goes, the man who tries to chase two rabbits catches none. As in, they're trying to do one thing, then they're trying to go on Instagram, they're trying to go on LinkedIn, then they
Yeah,
try Facebook, and they're trying so many things, but end up getting no traction.
it's
And
overwhelming.
exactly, they get too overwhelmed and they get no results. And
Right.
to me, it's like if you're gonna focus on one thing, make that one thing work. So for us, it's focusing on Facebook. Hey, are we joining Facebook groups? Great. Are we connecting with the prospects? And then after that, once we're now getting the business off the ground, we now work with paying clients. We now have some testimonials. We have things off the ground. The next phase right after is now, if we're now looking to scale, is the Facebook group and focusing on that one thing to then grow and scale and grow the business. Right. So
Yeah.
to me, it's a matter of focusing on one strategy, making it work, and then after that, growing from
Right.
there.
I
Okay.
feel like I love learning. I want to learn other things, but
Hmm.
I think I need to master the one thing before I move on. I don't
Yeah.
want to do everything half-assed.
Mm. Hmm.
I want to master
100%.
it first.
100%. 100%. And what made you, I guess, choose this specific program, compared to any other program out there?
Well, I don't want to name any names, but
We won't
I
name
did.
any names. We won't name any names.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
was almost signed up with someone else, almost.
Mm,
But you know what? Your intuition and your first impression is important. I didn't feel like they were interested in me, but they were interested
mm,
in the payment plan.
mm.
I didn't like how they made me feel when I asked maybe stupid questions to them. You know? I don't know. I didn't get a good vibe.
Mm.
So, yeah, there was a couple of things like that. I tried affiliate marketing, I tried different copywriting things, but just you have to listen to your intuition, and your first impression is important.
Mm,
Yeah. I know
mhm,
they're successful, but it must be because they have people in their group that is like that, but I wasn't.
mhm,
But you
mhm.
were like me. I mean, we had the same values, the honesty,
Yeah,
the genuine
yeah,
approach. So
yeah,
so
yeah.
here
I
I
think
am.
it's for sure. I think it's understanding that, once you're building relationships with people, just like you mentioned before, once you can build a relationship with someone, connect with somebody, it builds the trust. And I think even from our first call, hearing exactly what you're looking for, hearing exactly where you're at, I think our call um was an indicator of trust,
Yes,
right? Because that's ultimately it. Like for people to ultimately connect with you, if you're looking to work with somebody, you got to build their trust.
right.
Like we mentioned before, without trust, nothing's gonna work
Yeah.
as well,
It's really
right?
important to me. I guess well, I'm a little bit older than people starting out. Um, and I have old-fashioned values, the small town mentality. So I never want to stray from that.
Yeah.
Like money is not it.
Hmm.
I think communication, connections, being genuine, truthful. I think that's to me is most important. And if I find that it's not happening, I'm out.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. And I'm the same way as well. I think it's if I can't build a relationship with someone, why exactly should I even do business with you?
Exactly. Right.
Because if investing money, like I've connected with a ton of business owners who are, trying to sell me on things and all these things as well. And to me, same thing like you said, if I don't have that vibe with you, naturally, if I invest my money into you, I know it's not gonna be the best experience.
Right. Right.
And like you said, the first impression is the number one thing.
I think so. For me,
Right?
it was.
Yeah.
And I get that from Facebook Messenger as well. We talk
Mm,
about qualifying clients, and that
mm,
would be my main qualifier. If you're in a
mm,
business that's scamming people or ripping people off, well, I'm not going to, you're not going to be my client. I'll tell you
100%.
politely that I'm
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so funny too, because I remember we spoke about that. You were on the coaching call when we spoke about that, right? About the importance of, if the client that you're looking to work with, if they don't, correlate to who you are, your integrity, your values, your ethics, it doesn't even make sense to hire them as a copywriter. I mean, to hire them as or get them as a partner for your copywriting services, right? Like, to me, I think it's coming from a place of understanding that although you can work with a ton of clients, I think if you understand who you are as an individual, that should be the indicator of what type of clients that you're looking to work with. And I think
Exactly.
with a lot of copywriters is they're like, oh my gosh, this one client I'm trying to get, this other client I'm trying to get, this other trying to get. And all those clients don't correlate with who they are. And then 2 weeks later, the copywriter is feeling frustrated because the client isn't how, they don't have the honesty, integrity, and all these things as well.
Right.
And I think when you're connecting with clients, it's so, so, so important to understand what type of client are you looking to work with? Are you looking to work with somebody who has integrity?
Yeah.
They have their morals are aligned with yours. If they are, you have to look for those clients rather than working with any kind of client and shooting yourself in the foot and then feeling frustrated where you're not getting somebody who is ethical and honest.
Right. Like, we're writing as if we're them,
Hmm.
and we need to know their vision in order to write appropriately and to get that across to the reader.
Hmm.
So I'm not going to write anything I don't believe in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%, 100%. And I 100% agree with you with that. And in terms of like even with the program as well, do you feel like there was anything in specific that really helped you out with, within these last 30 days and break it down why it was so effective?
The mentor, like the
Yeah.
lifetime support, like, I'm going to tell you, you're always in the same mood. You're always reliable. You
Yeah.
know what you're talking about, your experience. Like, your main objective in life is to help us.
Hmm.
Like, you can't beat that. You can't.
Mm.
There's no way to
Hmm.
beat that.
I love it.
So I think, if I did speak to a few people and I asked them if they had a mentor
Hmm.
and would know I did a 7-day course or whatever, I said, well, that's where you're lacking, because a
Yeah.
good mentor means a lot.
Hmm. I love it. I love it. And even talk about the community. Because I know I'm here to help and support, but I think to me, the biggest thing is understanding that you have a community of other people on the same journey as you that you can connect with, whether that's Jamal, whether that's Sarah. I know you're connected with Sarah,
Yeah.
Emerson, Ethan, Amity, Keely, everybody, right? I know there's a lot more people,
Yeah.
Rob, of a lot more people, but even talk about how the community as well has helped you out.
Well, okay, so of course at the beginning I had to sort of get to know who's who, but I think
Mhm.
you must have really attract the same type of people because they're all so good. Like, I have no worries that if I message someone I'm going to get good value and good advice.
Mm,
And I've messaged a few, I've looked into their profiles. I've copied and pasted a few things and tweaked it to make it mine.
love it.
And that's the process. That's part of it. We're here to help each other. And it's a major support. If sometime you couldn't get back to me on a question, I would definitely go to someone else in the team.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
Love
I
it.
love
And
watching what point they're at in the journey, and the ones that's
yeah.
way ahead of me. I'm like, wow, I can't wait to get there.
Yeah. It's I think it's powerful when and just like you mentioned before, I think there's a power in knowing there's a couple of people that are chapters ahead of you. And of course we're in the process of getting there, but also understanding that you're in the same exact level as other people. This way
Yes.
you can communicate with those individuals that are the same exact level as you. Get you guys giving each other tips, but also getting some form of advice from people that are a couple chapters ahead of you that have
Yeah,
been in the game a little bit longer to give you advice to help you move forward.
right. Yeah,
Right?
definitely. It's awesome to have different levels in the same group because
Mm,
we can feed off each other and yeah, it's a huge motivator.
I love it. I love it. And as a result of really implementing, everything so far inside the program, because I know it's only been 30 days. Um, what do you feel like has been the biggest outcome for you?
Well, I'm going to get paid. I have a paying client, okay?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like blown away. Like I started this as a course, like, oh, I'm going to do a course. I never thought I'd be getting paid anytime soon.
Yeah.
But anyway, this one I'm doing, and the other one I'm really going to keep. I know he's on vacation, but I know he wants me on his team as well.
I love
And
it.
the third one I'm still talking with and giving him free value and stuff.
I love it.
So there's also one on my wait list who I did explain to her that I'm really busy, but I'm ready to pick her up now. Yeah.
I forgot you had a wait list of clients, by the way. That's to me is crazy.
Okay, so I had to
Yeah. Talk a
because
little bit more about that.
I
Yeah.
was getting overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And like, of course, I wanted to take on everything, but I have a personal life as well,
Yeah.
with kids and stuff. And I said to myself, well, I don't want to do a half-ass job. So I'm going to explain and be honest and upfront. Uh, stay on my page and get my free value and learn and all that. But I'm going to have to put you on a wait list and put, not work for you right away. So
Mm.
we still talk all the time, but I'm ready to start writing for her.
I love that. I think there's a power in building some form of wait list,
Definitely.
especially like for what you're building right now, because like you've been so overwhelmed with work. It's like I have so many other people that I could connect with, but I need to build some form of wait list right now because of the amount of overwhelming clients that I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah,
Like to me, that's a good place to be in.
it is. It's actually a
Yeah.
bit of security.
Mm,
And the fact that she was okay with going on my wait list and she understood, I love that. And I'm still
yeah,
making new connections,
yeah.
knowing that I possibly will have to put them on a wait list. But like,
hmm
just be upfront. I find that honesty and uh, being genuine goes a long way.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. And do you feel like within the time when you first started the program to where you're at right now, and I know we're still in the beginning stages of building our relationship together, but do you feel like there has been some form of impact in your life ever since you started getting paying clients, you started getting testimonials, and really growing as a copywriter since you first started?
Okay, so that first testimony was better than winning the lottery. It made
Oh,
me feel so empowered and so important and so like, wow, yeah, this person thinks I know what I'm doing. Like he was so
love it.
grateful.
Mm,
And I just wanted to advertise it. I just want to tell the world, right?
I
So,
love it.
and
Yep.
when the second one came in, yeah, way to go. Like I can't wait to get the other two.
I love it.
Oh, yeah, I feel really a lot more confident than when I first started. Because when I first
Mm.
started, I was like a fish out of water. Like I did not know what I was doing. I was
Yeah.
like faking it the whole way through. But now
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident. This interview to me was something when I first thought about it. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't go on camera. Oh my God, I can't do that. You
Yeah.
know me, I won't do Loom videos. Not
I
yet.
remember. I remember. I do remember. I was like, Jill, we gotta do
I
video.
know. And
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day you're like, are you going to get them on a call? Are you going to get them on a call? And I'm like, yeah, if the messaging doesn't do it,
yeah.
I'll do
Mm,
that. But now after this interview, I'm a lot more confident in that way.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I think it's when you kind of put yourself in an uncomfortable position,
Yes.
naturally you grow with it, right? So I think even for this right here, that what we're doing right now, you get jumping on because we have 11 viewers, by the way, Miss. 11 people watching us. We have 11 people. You have a lot of people showing love down the comment section.
Oh, thank
But
you.
but I think though, when you put yourself in an uncomfortable position, like what you were doing right now, right? Because I'm guessing just like this is your first real interview, like on Zoom, right? With a
Yeah,
bunch of people watching. I
yeah.
think this is elevating your confidence for future references. Even when you start creating content, doing even again doing live trainings on your profile or doing
Confidence,
Zoom.
yeah,
Yeah.
confidence is big. If you know what you're talking about, like I'm really
Mm,
passionate about what I'm talking about now because I'm so excited, like that things
yeah,
went so well.
for
So
sure.
if you're confident in what you're talking about, you can do it.
I love it.
It's, for the
I
new
love it.
people, I just want to tell them like just like do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, you elevate as an individual when you put yourself out on camera. Like, don't get me wrong, even if I were to think about it too, when I first went on camera trying to grow my copywriting business, even in my coaching business, when I first did my live trainings, to me, those were probably the most scariest moments, but it helped me to grow as a character within my character, and it helped me to elevate my confidence. And now, since doing it so many times, it allowed me to become more normal, and this is like kind of normal.
Yes.
So ultimately, for you, Jill, now that this is your first time doing live, the more we do it a lot more, we do it more and more and more. Although it's gonna get scary for the next couple of times, naturally that will happen. The more we do it, naturally we'll grow, we'll become more confident in doing it as well.
For
Right?
me, the tech part is where I'm
Mm.
lacking.
Hmm.
And so like just the fact that I was able to get on this call by myself without calling my son down. Because he's like my tech guy, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I did it myself. He showed me how to do it and I did it. And that was great. So
I love it.
yeah, I'm learning a whole bunch,
Yeah. Yeah,
different things.
100%.
Yeah, so you're right about the comfort zone thing.
Hmm.
I left that behind a long time ago.
Yeah, 100%. I love it, miss. I love it. And even if we were to piggyback too, because I definitely want to talk about the testimonial piece that you were talking about. How you felt like you hit the lottery with that. Now, for a lot of people, like because I talk to copywriters every single day, specifically newer ones, and even existing ones that are looking to scale. But specifically for newer copywriters, I think a lot of newer copywriters underestimate the value of a testimonial. And like I even mentioned on Monday's coaching call, because we were talking about this on Monday's coaching call. You were on Monday's coaching call, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I was kind of bringing up the concept of understanding that, making money as a copywriter, like that's amazing. Don't get me wrong. But to me, having a testimonial of somebody saying how good your work is, how much value you give, all these other things, that's a lot more. That's to me, that's 10 times better than, getting paid for something.
There's
Oh,
nothing like it. There's nothing like
100%.
it. That
100%.
feeling is okay. So money comes and goes, right? So you can get
Mm.
paid for your work, but one trip to Walmart and it's gone. Like this testimonial is in my
Yeah.
brain forever, right? It's
Yeah.
just so empowering and so motivating. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's so powerful when somebody's like, "Oh my gosh, Jill, you did XYZ for me. Jill, Jill's like I
Oh,
remember that testimony you posted on your pro. That was a
yeah.
great
It
testimonial."
was it was nice.
Great.
It was a good length and it just really like
Mhm.
I don't know. It was good. So I
I
even
love it.
introduced it on my page. Like I love it when my copy helps
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. And you got like how many likes? You got like 20, 30 likes, something like that, I think I saw.
Stuck on the 999 friends.
Talk about that too, because I forgot to. So for
My
everybody
dogs
that's
are
watching,
destroying my kitchen.
what'd you
Sorry.
say?
My dogs are out there destroying my kitchen.
Uh
Oh well.
yeah.
Okay, so the friends,
Yeah. Talk
I
about that because that to me
so
is crazy.
it is crazy
Crazy.
because okay, so in your process, in your what we're supposed to do is build your friends list, do your daily value post, whatever it is. And I'm like, when I'm stuck on what to do, add some friends, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is what I do. I don't, I just add anyone.
Hmm.
Okay. Some people are like qualifying them right off
For
the bat,
sure.
which is great if you want to do that. For me, I feel really strongly that everybody adds value. Everybody has something to
Mm.
offer. So if somebody is there and I'm going to add them as a friend, they might not need me, but their sister
Hmm.
might need me, or their cousin might
Mm.
have a business,
What
or
a way to think about that.
somebody,
Yeah.
somebody has a business. This world, like, is full of people, and every person has so many things about them that we don't know. We don't know them.
Hmm.
So who am I to say, oh, I won't add them because they're not going to be a good person to do business with? Well, I don't know that.
Mm.
I don't know that until I talk to them.
I love that mindset and that thought process behind it because you're 100% right. Like you actually never know whether or not the individual has a family member that has a business, a cousin, a sister, or a brother, their parents have a bit. You just never know.
Right. And when they
Yeah.
see what I'm doing and they
Mm.
see the value, and then maybe they see how I conduct my conversations, and they see that maybe I'm a nice person, they might say, oh, she's somebody good to work with. So
Mhm.
that's my goal. That's my goal, is just to show who I am, what I can do for you.
I love it. I love it. I love it, man. It's I remember I was like, holy smokes, you have 1,000 friends
More than
in
that
3 weeks. More than that now. More than that now. It's probably at like 1,500 by now.
now. Definitely
But it's
11.
yeah, it's still crazy though that you've built this friends list up so quickly in literally 3 weeks. Like that's mind blowing to me. That's mind blowing. Yeah. And and my next question to you is um where do you feel like you would be right now if you decided not to take action to join the program? So if we were to reflect back when I was like, hey Jill, here's exactly what you're getting inside the program. You're gonna get XYZ inside the program, XYZ inside the program, XYZ inside the program, and the price of the program is this. What do you think you would be right now if you're like, Nick, I don't think I can do this. I don't have the money. I got to talk to my wife. I got to talk to my husband. I'm not going to do this. I got to think about it. Where do you think you'd be right now if you decided not to take action to moving forward?
I would be doing what I've always done, trying to get my kids to the point where they're finished school and they're going to be good adults, and raising my dogs, and, just living, coasting through life.
Mm,
Basically, just existing, going through the motions every day with no real my purpose is to raise my children, don't get me wrong, but
I love
my
it.
purpose for myself needed to happen soon, because my kids are at the age
Mm,
where they don't need me as much. So I put them first for so many years that now this is my time to do something that's going to drive me, that's going to motivate me and make me feel like I am capable of doing this. I'm capable of uh, giving value to other people, and like, I'm not coasting anymore. I have purpose when I wake up in the morning.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit more about that because I think right there that was powerful. I have purpose when I wake up. I want you to tap a little bit more on that.
So okay, it's not a chore to get up anymore,
Yeah.
because I'm wondering who's waiting on me to message back. So first
Yeah.
thing I do after I get my liquid gold, my coffee, and talk to my boyfriend and say, how was your night? First thing I do is go to my business profile and see how many responses I have to maybe a message I sent, because there's so much time difference between
Mm,
everybody. Like, I have people in India, people, uh, Puerto Rico, different places that I'm talking to. and there's a time difference. So while I'm sleeping, they might be messaging me.
For
So
sure.
I go through that and I respond because I think it's disrespectful to just leave them hanging.
Yeah.
And I clear that away, and then I go to if anybody has added me as a friend, and I accept, 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 accept.
Hmm.
Okay. Then I sort of plan my day, all while I'm talking to my boyfriend and getting all the motivation I need for the day.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So you feel like for yourself, like if you didn't take action, like when I kind of broke down the program, you feel like it wouldn't have helped you to really fulfill your purpose a lot more now.
Yeah, I am so grateful and so glad that I took the step and just sort of believed that I could do it. And
Mm,
yeah, I'm in a way better place. Yeah. Thank
I
you.
love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. And I'm so glad that again, like I said before, it's powerful. Like you're inspiring me because it shows what can happen when you just stay committed to something,
Oh yeah.
no
And
matter
then
what.
yeah, if you're going to do something, my philosophy is like I don't want to do anything half-assed. If I'm going to do it,
Mm,
I'm going to do it. And if I
mm,
need to do XYZ during the day, get it done. Now I have a plan
mm.
because I'm finding my value posts are a lot easier for me to do at night. And then when I wake up next day, I see who commented
Yeah,
and who liked it. And then I shoot them a message. If
yeah,
somebody liked it or commented that I've never spoken to before, first thing I do is, hey, how you doing? I saw you like my post.
yeah. I love it. And I think as well, I'm glad because even my girlfriend G said she's glad that you have a routine going. And I think like what I'm hearing from you too, like you have a scheduled routine that you do, that
Yeah,
you focus on a daily basis to move the needle forward. And
yeah,
I think right there, that to me is the number one key to staying committed to something and
it is.
focusing on the one thing, focusing on this processing and having a scheduled routine to making sure you're doing it. And
Right.
I think that's really the key to everything, having some form of routine that you can do on a daily
Right.
basis.
Yeah. And like your program is so laid out, right? So you can go
Mm,
into the mastering copywriting and just see, okay, where am I at? Where am I at? What do I need to learn? What do I, it's so easy to follow, and you never stop for something to do. Put it that way. I love
yeah,
it. I just love
yeah.
it.
I love it. I love it. And talk a little bit more about the modules as well. Like what do you feel like I guess the modules itself, how has that helped you? Because I know we talked a lot about the one-on-one support too, but do you feel like the modules has helped you out just to give you some
Yeah.
clear information on how to execute?
Okay, so I know they're in order and you should probably do all that. But what I'm finding as I go through is if I have to do a value post and there's something that I've forgotten or I'm not sure about, I'll go back into the modules and type in the search bar
Mm,
what I'm looking for, and it'll come up headline and it'll tell me everything, and I'll incorporate, I'll make sure I have that in my
mm,
value post. Yeah, so the modules are really easy, and I love the videos, and yeah, it's excellent information, and it's in order. It's in really good order.
love it. I love it. And one thing too that I want to touch on as well, because I know you and I have been doing a lot of one-on-one support calls, like probably like every single week. Do you feel like the weekly one-on-one calls that we've been doing, where I'm just like, hey, just checking in to see exactly where you're at, just making sure we're moving the needle forward together in this. Do you feel like that's been helping you as well to progress?
I feel like that is the thing that's making me accountable. Um,
Mm,
I'm doing everything, but you being present and making me accountable is it's really necessary to keep you, we're all human, we all have different lives and different things going on. But the fact that you're so involved and you're making us accountable, and we answered these questions like, what did you get out of this call? What was your biggest takeaway? Makes us think. And yeah, we have to explain ourselves, and we have to think about how we're processing everything. Yeah, I find you're very present, and I like that. It's needed for someone like me. Everyone else, I don't know, I can't speak for them, but I'm assuming some people are independent learners. And maybe I thought I was, but I like this style of learning. I think it's really important for anyone that's going through something to get the support like we have.
Yeah. Yeah. I think coming from a place of understanding that, trying to figure things out on your own and that's perfectly fine. Trying to figure things out on your own is good, but I think it's coming from a place of understanding that whenever you get stuck,
Yeah,
who is going to be the support system to helping you to move forward,
right.
and tap a little bit more into that, because I know, like, there's a lot of, I know the importance of support, but I think I want to hear your 2 cents about trying to figure things out on your own, but also the opposite of getting support while moving forward. Talk about the two difference between those things.
Okay, so like well, okay, this comes back to when I was like, I'm not giving free value.
Mm.
Like, I can give free value. That client that's on my wait list right now, she takes my free value and runs with it. I know she does. But she
Yeah.
always got to come back to me and say, well, what about that? Or what about
Oh.
this? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like right now, I'm almost her support system. This is why I got to turn her into an actual client.
Yeah.
So I think we all need, I mean, I don't know, I don't care what business you're in, we all need someone to turn to. We all need someone we're comfortable with asking dumb questions.
And no question is dumb. No question
Right,
is dumb.
right.
Yeah.
So we just need that comfort level and support. And we're all in this team. We're all in this together. We all have the same goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
1000%.
think everyone
1000%.
needs that. It doesn't matter what business you're in. But not only that, I find a lot of people are in business, and I find that a lot of people are depressed these days and stressed out. And
Mm.
that's not happening with us.
Mm. Talk a little bit more about that. That's an interesting point you just said.
Well, I am so comfortable with our group right now that if I was down about something, I could turn to them and say,
Yeah.
hey guys, I'm struggling a little bit with this. And they'd be like, bang, bang, bang. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm good now.
Yeah.
No, I think we're a team. When you talk about a team, that's us. Like, I can't even explain, because it's just, I wish everyone had this.
Yeah.
It's so good for business.
Yeah. You're gonna make me start tearing. You're gonna make me start tearing, Joe.
Woo!
Yeah.
I want to meet your mother and tell her what a decent human she made. You're the backbone to all of us, you're the support, the mentor, the awesome.
Yeah.
So grateful.
I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You guys
I
are the
know.
things that make me wake up every day.
Yeah,
Truly.
you're so respectful and so caring to everyone.
I love it. I love it. And my last question for you, Jill, is if there is someone watching this right now who's like on the fence of either booking a call or even joining the program as well, or even just interested in joining the program, and want to speak to me or the team about it, um, I guess what exactly would you say to that one individual who wants to join the program but's a little bit on the fence behind doing that?
Well, I would say if you're interested in a team environment with a proven system that actually works, and this is not gibberish, this is not false claims, um, you can look at each individual team member and see their progress and see where they're
Mm,
going with it. And you can look at our mentor's progress and where he stands in his own business. And I mean, that's proof if you need proof. But you have to follow the system to a T.
mm,
You can't stray. If you're going to buy into this program, you have to follow it, because
mm.
why not? It's proven. You're going to get results. Why not?
Yeah.
Right? If you want to go on your
1000%.
own, go on your own. But I guarantee you'll be back.
Mm. Man, again, guys, Jill is a paid actor. Everything that Jill just said just now, I paid her $1 million
Oh no.
to say.
I'm telling you, this is straight from the heart. The way my life has
Yeah,
changed, it's unbelievable.
yeah, I
So
love it.
grateful.
I love it. And I'm grateful for you as well. And I'm glad to see that within, for the past 30 days of us building a relationship with each other, I'm glad to see that you stuck to the process. Things are moving forward for you. And now it's continue doing the same thing until we're at a stage now where you work with paying clients or more paying clients, I should say. And now we're done looking to scale and grow and then build the Facebook group to then launch and grow even more. So I'm excited for this, Miss.
This is the most exciting process that I've ever known. Like it's just every single step is very fast for one. This has been 4 weeks for me. This process is very fast. You're never stuck for something to do. There's always but it's in order. Everything's in order. You know
Hmm.
what you're doing every single day.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a proven system. I would highly recommend if somebody really wants to work, join. If you
I
really
love it.
want to do something every single day and follow something proven, then do it.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it, Miss. Well, this isn't going to be the first interview we're doing, and it's definitely not going to be the last interview as well. All right.
I'm
So
comfortable on camera now.
I know we got to do more of these. We got to do more after. I think we do have our one-on-one call either tomorrow or next week. I have to check on my calendar, but we're gonna be talking about doing more videos with you because I'm seeing the confidence now elevating within you, and I want to see you more on video.
Yeah.
Like I think this will really like you're growing. You're getting more people knowing who Jill is from your friends list.
Yeah.
I think what will 10x that now is hearing Jill's voice,
Yeah.
hearing her personality. Yeah,
Progress means confidence. Like progress breeds
yeah,
confidence. And if you do it and you make the progress,
hmm
it's going to change you. It has to.
yeah, 1000%, 1000%. I love it, guys. Well, for everyone that is watching this right now, show some love down for Jill down in the comment section. She is somebody who is a one of a kind, unique individual, has a beautiful personality, and is continuing to move the needle forward each and every single day. And for me, I think if I were to reflect back in January 2021, Nick, when he first started his copywriting journey, in my personal opinion, me watching that back in the old days, this interview that we just did would have inspired him, in my personal opinion. And the reason
Awesome.
why I say that is because it shows what is possible when you focus on one thing. You
Right.
get the right support, you get the right help, you have the right community behind you to making sure you're moving the needle forward. And I think for you, Jill, you're a prime example of what can happen when you just focus on one thing and make the one thing work.
I think so. I think like
Yeah,
like you said, it's a respect game. You did this. You made this program. You're there to coach us. You're there to motivate us. Like
yeah.
what else can you ask for?
Mm. Hmm. I love it, Miss. I love it. Well, I'll be connecting with you after to check in on you. But for everybody that's watching this right now, I hope this gave you some form of inspiration. And again, like I always say to each and every single one of you, if nobody believes in you, I believe in you, and so does Jill as well. And again, Jill, it's a pleasure connecting with you today and doing this interview. And I'm excited for what we're going to continue to build together.
Get back to work.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So have yourself a nice night, Jill. Everybody else that's watching this right now, hope you guys had a great night as well. And again, Jill, I'm excited for what we're going to continue doing together.
Me too.
All righty.
Have a good
All right,
night.
miss.
Bye.
Bye-bye.